Are you ready to turn your survey results into a great presentation? You've gathered all your responses, and survey says you're going to need a better presentation. Launching surveys and gathering feedback is only part of the surveying process. As important as it is to gather helpful data, you also have to present it in an easily digestible and understandable way. After all, it's not just copying and pasting everything into a PowerPoint presentation and calling it a day. I'm Raid, and in today's video, we'll discuss the 4 simple things you should do to create amazing survey result presentations. Let's get going. As I touched on briefly in our introduction, survey result presentations are a very important part of all businesses. Not everyone will have access to survey results or the willingness to sit down and sift through all of the responses to discover the relevant findings themselves. Survey result presentations are the perfect way to succinctly summarize those findings so your team and clients can understand them. So if you've conducted a survey and have loads of results that you want to relay to your team, just follow these 4 steps to create a great presentation. First up, you have to choose the best data to share. Figure out who your target audience is for the presentation and narrow down the selected data that your audience would care about. What do you want your audience to take away from your presentation? Focus on that question and choose your data selection accordingly. Next, you'll want to dust off your good old storytelling skills. Showing raw data can be unclear and sometimes boring. Instead, explain what the findings mean and why your audience should care. To make your presentation as powerful as possible, use specific examples rather than just showing data to prove your point. Subjective feedback can work really well. Another helpful step in your presentation creation is adhering to common design rules. Some presentation design best practices include using a minimalistic background, placing only your major points on each slide, and avoiding blocks of copy. A key design goal is to keep your presentation stimulating and information filled without using bright colors or too many fonts. A great final step to your presentation process is to create an additional report. Your presentation will cover all of the important findings, but your stakeholders may be interested in having a full report to look over after the presentation. You won't be referring to your additional report document during your presentation, but it's something you can hand out for them to read on their own time. Now that you know the 4 steps in creating a survey result presentation, you can utilize helpful tools to get the job done. Jotform's Report Builder is a great option that automatically turns your Jotform survey responses into beautiful professional reports. There are a variety of chart and table options you can customize to make your presentation your own. What's really great about the Report Builder is that it automatically updates your presentations with each new form submission. There are tons of other ways Jotform makes the survey process easy. It provides over 800 free survey templates. You can also choose from format options like asking all your questions on one page or using Jotform cards to ask one survey question at a time. Another helpful tool at Jotform is conditional logic. This detail makes your surveys interactive, meaning the survey will change depending on each user's response. Using conditional logic improves the quality of answers as well as boosts completion rates. With Jotform, you won't have to worry about privacy or security regarding more sensitive surveys. Jotform surveys fall under a few key laws and regulations. All Jotform form data is protected with a 256-bit SSL connection and is compliant with the General Data Protection Regulation, as well as the California Consumer Privacy Act. You can even add HIPAA compliance if necessary. Essentially, these surveys are completely private and secure. Gathering data via surveys is a surefire way to better your business, but the survey process doesn't stop once the helpful data has rolled in. Survey result presentations will turn numbers and feedback into digestible information for you and your stakeholders. Let's review. Here are 4 helpful steps you want to include when creating your survey result presentations. Choose the best data to share. Tell the story of what the data means, not just the numbers. Adhere to common design rules. And create an additional report with all of the found data as an extra takeaway for stakeholders. Until next time, I'm Raid with Jotform. Click subscribe to see more videos from Jotform. Thanks for watching.